cards and stuff, and they go and get a bunch of Christmas cards, whichever is the best one. They give a free skateboard, and then they take all these Christmas cards and they take them to the YMCA, and they give them to the homeless shelter for the women that are, obviously, you know, like homeless, and they get these cards, you know, Mother's Day cards and stuff like that, and they're a big part of that, you know, and you know, luckily now, as it's growing, as it's becoming something that I didn't know what it was, more of these people, more of these companies are getting together and saying, hey, I want to help. Yeah. How can I help? Because it wasn't real in the beginning. Yeah. Everybody was like, oh, dude, this guy's just doing this for clout. He wants to, you know, just be recognized. But when they saw that, I'm not posting myself. Yeah. I'm not fucking, I don't care about that stuff. I just post the pictures of the kids with their board, pictures of a crowd of people that are having a good time, you know, or like whatever. One of the things that I hold like the most dearest to is the secret giveaways. Those are my favorite, man, because nobody on Instagram or none of my friends, nobody knows. These are my favorite ones throughout the year that I go like, wow, that person has made an impact on me. You know, like, dude, I've met people that have gone to the skate park right after like their dad died to go get some air, and for some reason that energy pulled me to them. I'm like, hey man, I want to give you a free skateboard so that you know that, you know, life is crazy. They're like, and I tell them my story about with my dad, and they're like, I just lost my dad to cancer today, and I'm out here skating because I didn't know what to do. Dude, we cry together. We like in the park bawling, and like, hey, hugs. Hey, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. And I come home, and it takes so much energy that I go like, wow, I'm gonna note that one because that one was heavy. And I do like the secret giveaway. At the end of the year, I go like, hey man, you made an impact on me. I'm gonna do something great for you. You know, I've done like, I don't know, like 6 skateboard giveaway that they were like, what the fuck? Like, why this many skateboards? Or all these wheels or shoes or whatever. But I don't like posting those. Those are more dear to me.
More private.
Yeah, those are dear to me. I'm like, wow, you made a big impact on me. You know?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's why we're gonna keep it pushing.
For sure, man. Closing statements? I think actually what I was getting at is that you've actually inspired me to actually start. So what I want to do, and I think if you want to help and everything, I actually want to buy a bunch of disposable cameras and actually give them to kids and like have them shoot and stuff, and have a little contest and stuff where people judge the best picture, and actually I'm actually gonna buy a starting my first starting camera again. I'm gonna rebuy it again, and whoever's the winner, I'm gonna give them a camera. But if you signed up, I will give you a shirt with the whole people with your name on it, and like you know, dude, like whatever, the Root Behavior logo, dude. And the keep the youth pushing and stuff. Like you know, like that's like to me it's like the most. That's the only way I could see myself giving to people, you know? Yeah. Because I can't give them music.
But you're going to give them an outlet. Yeah. You're giving them an outlet. Yeah. Which is amazing. Yeah. Because think about it. If nobody ever presented that, they probably would have never been touched by that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, mira, like, you know, in our culture, you know, as Latinos and Hispanics and all that, your tío or whatever sees you taking pictures of a flower, míralo al puñalón, tomándole fotos a las flores, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you get discouraged, going like, fuck, like maybe I am looking like a puñalón or whatever, like, you know, as opposed to now, you having some fucking grown man going like, yo, I want you to take a picture of those flowers. Yeah. I want you to take a picture of life in your perspective, and I want to see.
I like that. So it's I don't want to get into it, but fast story. So when my mom, before she got really, really sick, she's like looking at my photo and she's like, damn, she's like, I wish I would have kept the professional cameras that we had so I could give them to you. So I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was like
what's going on here?
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, like, you know, like I just wanted to let you know, like, don't let anybody kill your dream. Like, just keep on pushing forward. Yeah, like, just do you. Yeah. Like, all these people have never lived their dream because they're afraid, and you're not afraid. You're bold. And so that's always been kept in my mind. So when I remember my mom passed away, I wasn't that hurt. I was hurt, emotionally because I'm still, it's my mom. But my mom just installed that in me, and that's when I was like bet on myself, like, yo, I'm gonna be a photographer. Fuck everybody, I'm gonna be a photographer. And that's where, like, dude, we need to go out there and do that, dude.
Let me talk to the dude from Chicano Skate Park, and then maybe you can DJ. Some music.
At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Helping the kids is what
dude.
Me and what Blue Bridge have been trying to do for a long time. It's just finding the funds and finding,
let's do it. I think between all of us we can.
We've done a bunch for special needs schools and this and that, and whatever we can do. In the same lane of what you're trying to do. My big play for myself is to start having a place where we can offer like free music lessons and things like that, because it's just not here. And there's something about living in this area where a lot of people are very much like, if you try to say like you're gonna start playing guitar or start playing the drums, start playing the bass, people look at you funny for some reason. Like if you're trying to you're trying to break out, you're trying to be like more than what you think you could be. Stupid. And it's like that's how it was when I was a kid, and it was a bummer. But we did our own thing and we broke mold, and and the happiness that music makes me feel. The same way how you're saying kids come to you and they talk to you about their problems. That's my escape when I don't have anywhere else to go to. Playing music has always been where I go. In those weird emotional times, I DJ out here on the street sometimes, dude, over on Logan Avenue, and those are the times I wish like my grandfather could be there with me, and like he could be there with me and my kids, and because those are all the songs that he showed me. You know what I mean? Like that person who knows all this music and knows these artists and knows what the vibe is to like Cholo Lowrider lifestyle. That was the person who put me onto that, and it's someone who isn't here to enjoy that anymore. But I feel like I gotta keep going, and like you're doing, give back to the kids, give back to the next generation, and put faith in them, and start being that person. And I definitely think that all three of us can start a cool little movement down here when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, man, and it's just not, and it's not just Logan, it's everyone,
it's
dude.
Everywhere, dude.
And I challenge anybody and everybody to make an improvement in their community, you know. And if like for me, like that's the thing for me. I've been wanting to do this for a minute, dude, but it's just like the fact that I don't have ends to meet, and right now I'm making enough money to satisfy my needs and also the needs of my family, that I also want to give back to the community and everybody, because that's like, to me, like dude, I always say, like, I kind of wish I was like a photographer back when we were like doing stuff,
imagine all those sick pictures of those parties.
Yeah, like it would have been dope, like me like having pictures of that and like taking those strolls and like being, and the reason why this made me is because I went to the photography museum up in here in the Balboa Park, and I was seeing all these like flyers of punk shows and like graffiti art photos and all this stuff, and it just made me be like, fuck, dude, like I wish some essay from the hood would have been like, yo, little homie, here's a little camera, go take some photos, and if you take some sick ass photos, like I'm gonna give you a camera full. Like I was like, fuck, that would be dope, dude. That would have been like my thing of like, I'm so down to like do photography for the rest of my life. I don't give a fuck,
Bro, when I was a kid, the two things I wanted to be was a DJ and a breakdancer. That was the coolest shit to me as a little kid. But no one in the hood put me on, so I just never ended up doing it. And nowadays, sometimes I'll be DJing and people will come up to me and ask questions like, oh wow, like you have records? How do these work? How do you know what song to put it on? How do you, like, you'd be surprised how many people don't know the process of all that. And the thing of it is like, it's exactly that, like, I can be a jerk about it, and I can just not tell you and act like I'm too cool to fucking be that guy. But what I would rather do is pass down the art to you, so that one day when I can't do this no more for whatever reason, the spirit of it, there's still the next youngster out here in Logan playing oldies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That never dies. That's the essence of like being a fucking brujo or a shaman or whatever is like passing down the knowledge. You know, there has to be at some point when you realize that you're not this whatever it is you're doing, skateboarding, DJing, pictures, it's bigger than you.
Yeah.
There's 1,000,001 of you out there.
Absolutely.
So, but in your general area, you're that guy.
Yeah.
And when it comes to passing down knowledge and passing down, you know, as a rite of passage of just like this is what I do, this is my trade. I'm gonna show you because I can tell you love it the way I love it. You know, that's a big thing, bro. And like, there needs to be more of that. There needs to be more kids skating. There needs to be more kids with a camera in their hand. There needs to be more kids, you know, with a fucking guitar in their hands and learn to read music and like this and that. These are all things that are options to kids in other areas. You know what I mean? Exactly. I can do that if I want to. I can. My parents taught me how to ride a horse when I was 7. You know what I mean? You know, and here that's all extra. Your parents don't have money for that. Your parents don't have money to buy you a nice camera or a nice guitar or a nice whatever. You know, and that's where we've gotten to the point where we gotta start putting that back in.
I had this lady meet me up from La Jolla, and she was like, I heard about what you did, you know, for one of my nephews or something like that. And I went to the principal and I told him that we need to start a skate club, so we started on Thursday. That was the conversation, just like that, saying like we're starting a skate club on Thursday. I'm going like, are you fucking kidding me?
And who knows what the butterfly effect of that can be, bro? Like,
no,
there's a kid who's going to that skate club now who might meet a homie who ends up being a homie for life.
Yeah.
And then who knows where the fuck we are? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like from there to there. You know, like.
Dude,
but that's an influence that you put into somebody's life, and that's tight.
But what's crazy is I love the fact that that's starting to happen. You know, like these things to start take notice. Like, wow. I saw how much different he is ever since he got a skateboard. Like that, I want that to be all the time. But the thing was, to me, was like it wasn't even like we have to raise funds and we have to do this, and it was like that in La Jolla. It was like, oh yeah, skate club, cool. Let's put how many skippers we need? 15? Yeah, no big deal. We'll get that. It's like you do that in Logan. I went to I sent to the Logan Elementary. I sent them an email. I was like, hey, look, you know, we're starting this thing. We'll donate skateboards, you know, start a skate club. This is what it does. Dude, he took forever to message me back, and then he just said, thank you. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, you have an opportunity to do something for the kids to, like, open them up to something different than to want to, like, just, you know, move on from here to there and there to there, and that's it. Like, nah, there's more to life. You know, I'm like, dang, man, like... And La Jolla, that's an option.
Culturally speaking, when you're in Logan, as a kid, you stare down those big NASCO cranes, and you see your pops coming home typically from some hard-working bullshit job, and you start to get ready for that. Yeah, you start to think that's what we're supposed to do.
That's the path, dude.
Yeah, you know, when I was a kid, I remember thinking to myself, everybody has to go to jail.
Oh shit!
I remember like clearly thinking like we all have to go to jail at some point. I'm gonna have to go to jail. Pop's been to jail. Theo's been to jail. Grandpa's in jail right now.
Shit, I can't. Like it's my turn.
But you know, like when's it coming? You know what I mean? It's gonna come. Just like college, jail's a real thing. And when you get old, you're like, oh wow, that's not a fucking real thing. You shouldn't expect that to fucking happen in your life. You know, and those are the kind of the weird expectations we grow up with around here. I remember when I wanted to play guitar for the first time, everybody thought I was fucking crazy, dude. Like, everyone was like, you want to do what? And not in mariachi? And not, like, do that type of shit? I was like, no, I want to play punk rock. Have you guys ever heard of the fucking Virus, Mom? Like,
I'm like, no. What?
Do you know what Global Threat is, Mom? It's fucking great. Like, that's what I want to do. And I know there has to be a bunch of kids out here who feel the same way, and I just want to enable them to be able to do what they want to fucking do. You know what I mean? Like I said, that one childhood. You only get one fucking childhood, bro. Just make. I just want to help make it good for people. And I respect you so much for doing something in that sense, and just not sitting here and just saying fuck this.